instinct. A feeling. The Force brought us together. We're not alone. Good people will fight if we lead them.
People keep telling me they know me. No one does.
But I do.
Long have I waited. And now you're coming together. Is your undoing.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi. Your destiny. The Force will be with you. Always.
Monday was a very exciting day for Star Wars fans, as we finally got the final trailer for the highly anticipated finale to the Skywalker saga, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. The trailer did not disappoint, as it was very action-packed and very epic. This is Darth Kylo, and I'm going to break down the final trailer for Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Now, the first thing I thought when the trailer was over was, wow, this is different than what we've seen for a little while. It reminded me a lot of the Force Awakens official trailer, where there wasn't really a big reveal at the end of the trailer, but more reveals throughout the trailer, where The Last Jedi did a different approach of having the big reveals at the end of the trailer, as opposed to just throughout the trailer. So I like how it went back to the Force Awakens style, because I feel like the Rise of Skywalker trailers always had like the big reveals at the end, kind of like the Last Jedi trailers, which isn't a problem at all. So the trailer starts out with Rey training in the jungle. Presumably Endor, because we see a helmet that looks a lot like Leia's from Return of the Jedi, if I'm not mistaken. This is hopefully probably Rey's opening scene. I like it if it starts with her training like this, because that would be really cool. I really like the transition when she's in the Death Star, and they're definitely looking for something in the Death Star. That's something I thought when I saw this trailer, was that they're going to the Death Star for a reason. Then, of course, is the question, who's training Rey? I feel, judging by all the Luke dialogue, sounds like him giving wisdom. It's probably Luke giving wisdom to Rey, and also a little bit of Leia as we see her in the jungle, too. It would be really cool if it turns out that Leia is actually a Force-sensitive trained by Luke, and she's been training Rey as well as Luke's Force Ghost. I feel like it would be more of Luke's Force Ghost, though, since Carrie Fisher sadly passed away in 2016. Now, what Finn says is actually kind of sparks my curiosity, the fact that he's talking about the Force. He's saying that the Force brought him, Rey, Poe Dameron together. This hints at all three of them being Force sensitives. Rey could actually be training Finn and Poe for what's to come. The fact that she's in front of them when they're in front of the Death Star. The fact that Finn was actually put up a fight against Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens. In the Poe Dameron comic, Poe Dameron reveals that when he's flying, he taps into this energy. Rey and Leia believe it's the Force. Also, Poe Dameron grew up around a Force tree, as the Shattered Empire comic also reveals. Comics are revealing a lot about Poe Dameron potentially being a Force sensitive. That would be really cool if the three main characters in this trilogy are actually all wielding lightsabers in the final battle. That would be amazing. As well as Leia and possibly Luke. We then see a much larger resistance, which is weird because they were down to one ship at the end of The Last Jedi. You see Poe Dameron giving a speech about how good men will fight if they lead them, and we also see a new X-Wing. We don't see it very clearly in the trailer, but if you look at the toys, it's a pretty cool X-Wing. It looks more like the original trilogy X-Wings than the sequel trilogy X-Wings, while also feeling unique. I will say I like Black One better, his ship from The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. But I do like this one. I do very much like this one. I mean, as long as Poe Dameron gets to show off piloting skills, that would be nice. I mean, wait, is that R2-D2 in the cockpit? That's something to speculate over. BB-8 dies, maybe? No. They would not kill off one of the best merchandising opportunities in the galaxy, I'm sure of that. Or maybe it was just built for astromech droids. This is the more likely answer than BB-8 dying. This could actually be Red 5, Luke Skywalker's X-Wing, modified for Poe Dameron since Luke Skywalker is sadly deceased. Speaking of Luke Skywalker being deceased, you may notice a red ribbon or red band around Rey's arm or hand. Now this could actually be a sign of mourning for Luke Skywalker or Han Solo. In Star Wars Lost Stars, Thane mourns the death of his friend. Well, he thinks she's dead, and it's their culture to kind of have some band or ribbon around them, around their arm. This could actually be some sort of Jedi symbolism, or Pasana symbolism that Rey takes in. Now, definitely one of the more interesting parts is where Rey says that people keep telling her they know her, and they actually don't. I don't know what to think of that line, but the more interesting part is that Kylo says, I do. And that's hinting at Reylo over there. And I really do like the reveal of when Kylo Ren walks through the smoke, does that cool lightsaber thing like he's ready to take Rey down. I'm really excited for that battle. It looks amazing. The choreography, as shown later in the trailer, is just amazing. This will be probably the best duel of the sequel trilogy. And probably if they duel Palpatine at the end, that will be amazing. Now, speaking of Palpatine, easily one of the most anticipated characters for the movie, we get new information about him too, and this is easily the best part of the trailer, where he says, "Long have I waited, and now your coming together is your undoing." His voice just sounds so creepy and so eerie. It's amazing, honestly, that Ian McDiarmid can just play such a role for 3 generations now, playing that old guy for 3 generations.